Hi, today we're going to talk about the no contact rule and whether or not it is actually beneficial to you while you are going through your divorce or heartbreak. And if you have never heard of the no contact rule before, then most likely than not, you haven't experienced heartbreak to the point that you feel so shattered that you are actively seeking out help to help you deal with the heartbreak that you're going through. You're having a hard time getting through each day. So I will get to that in a moment. But first, I just want to take a quick moment to say my name is Carmen Silvestro, and I am a life and divorce coach. And through my own experience several years ago, where I felt like my divorce shook me to my core, I became extremely passionate about helping those of you who are going through similar circumstances of heartbreak and divorce not just get out of this place of pain and chaos, but get through to the other side where you find joy and happiness again. So let us jump right in. The no contact rule. The no contact rule is a step that many therapists and coaches will suggest to their clients when they feel like they are spiraling down to a bad place or they can't seem to get it together through everyday life. And what it is basically what it states. It's cutting contact with your ex-partner. So no calling, no texting, no stalking their social media, no showing up at places where they go, no emailing them, no, just no contact. The whole idea behind this is to get you, to remove you from that place of chaos and craziness and where you're playing everything out in your head and get you back to yourself so that you can begin healing. Now, obviously, this is something that we only suggest when it's your relation is pretty much 100% done. You're divorced, they moved on, it's over, there's no reconciling. And and so this is for you. This is for you to basically detox and uh, go through the withdrawals and start to heal and start to see the hope, the light again. And we do get, I know I personally get a lot of resistance during this step. And it's understandable because maybe the rug has been pulled from under you. That's actually the the um, the reason I hear the most is because you're in shock or you're in the state of denial. You thought things were good, or you thought you were get through everything, or you don't believe in divorce, or whatever the case is. That's the biggest reason. The other reason that I find a lot is maybe you have already gone through a divorce or a breakup that really kind of shattered you and you never healed from it, and then you got into this new relationship and you kind of just brought all that baggage over to the new relationship and nothing was ever resolved. And similarly, you might have internal issues, whatever the case is, that were never resolved, and you kind of just stepped into this relationship with your husband or your partner, and you kind of just blended into their lives and forgot about or didn't go through the healing process for your own issues. And of course, now that they're gone, you're devastated, you're shattered, and you don't even know what to do. You feel like you can't stand on your own 2 feet. Whatever the case is, it's understandable and it's painful and it's not easy by any means. But I will say that it is necessary. I'm not just talking from my own experience, but I'm talking from the years of working through clients and all the research that I've done. It is very effective. And again, if you look at it from the point of view as a drug addict is going trying to get that fix, it's so much agony and pain because they need to get that back. Your brain is going through something similar. It's going through its own type of withdrawals and detox and desperation and whatnot. And so you need to get to that place of healing. You need to remove um, all of that chaos that's going on in your head so that you can start to heal, so that you can start to feel better. So, how do you go about this? The way to go about this is to just begin to block them, delete their number. I know deleting the number is the hardest one, but I have to say that if you delete the number, if you get through that first one, I should have actually said that one first. You can pretty much do all the other ones. You delete their number, you unfollow their social media, you block them. You the other ones are obvious. You avoid places where you know they go temporarily. You uh, remove their pictures, their texts, their messages from from before, all of it, remove it. And it might be a good idea to have help through this because it is a very difficult step. And through this, this day and age with all the technology, it is so easy to get sucked back in and begin stalking them again and begin trying to reach out to them. And you might be like a lot of people and resist and say, no, I can't do this. What if this? What if that? So at some point, though, you're going to have to ask yourself these questions. So by you reaching out to their or checking their social media or trying to text them and getting no response or whatever the case is this going to stop the hurt? Is it going to patch up your marriage? Is it going to make them want you back? Right? These are questions that you need to ask yourself honestly. And and the reason why it's important to ask yourself this is because sometimes our conscious mind is telling us, okay, it's time to move on, it's time to let go, and we need to move on. But our subconscious mind, that little gremlin that's driving the wheel, is saying the opposite. It's kind of telling you that if you let go, if you stop texting them, if you start contacting them, then they're gone forever. But aren't they gone forever anyway? So what is this actually doing to you? You need to take back control. Okay. It's very difficult. I know, been through it myself, but you have to do it. That is the best way to assure you that you're going to begin to detach and start healing. So, in my opinion, and from my experience, the no contact rule is extremely efficient, very effective. As a matter of fact, I have never had anyone that I've coached personally that have told me they regret using the no contact. And remember, this doesn't necessarily mean it's forever. It's just until you are in a better place emotionally, from your divorce or your separation. And so then, if you need to reach out for whatever the reason, you're no longer in this place of vulnerability and chaos. And also, for those of you who have children and are thinking, no, I can't do that because I have children, you absolutely can. You can use the Portacoin email system that they've given you. You can create your own email to speak about the kids. Of course, there are going to be times where you need to talk. If that's the case, you need to be very careful and set boundaries. So no straying into the how are yous or how have you been or who are you with or get into fights because that's just going to set you back. You need to stick to the point, yes and no, and get off the phone as soon as you can. Don't um, don't delay it, don't hang around and wait for some answer because you're only hurting yourself. Remember that all of these things that you're doing right now to stay connected to them are only hurting you, only keeping you stuck. Or basically, you're throwing yourself in a hamster wheel and you're just spinning around. That your partner has moved on, they're moving on, and you are stuck. You don't want that. So, yes, no contact, absolutely powerful, a really good step, and highly recommended. And if I haven't said this already, My name is Carmen Silvestro. I'm a life and divorce coach. And please make sure that you check out the videos below, the links below this video, where I do have a free 6 step program. It's a little tiny mini program. It's how to survive your grief. You can do it at your own leisure whenever you want. So please feel free to check that out. It is free. Just please subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment if there's anything that resonated with you, or if you have any questions. I would love to hear your story. So thank you. So that is my little rant for today, and my comment about the no contact rule. And so I will see you next week in my next video.